F-48 only.
How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Ted Coningsby channel. We're live here at RAF Lakenheath. This is the fighter town of Suffolk. And the noise, that lovely spooling sound you can hear in the distance is the sound of a Pratt & Whitney F-135 engines on the F-35A. Brace yourselves for another Ted Coningsby channel mission here at RAF Lakenheath, home of the US Air Force's 48 Fighter Wing. And you know what, today, ladies, gents and teddy bears, for my regulars, I have an announcement to make. I know, it's yeah, it's going to be for those that love my history. And for those that have heard it before, I really recommend you hang on for this one, because I have an announcement. I know. So I've got to lead a Ted Coningsby. Wishing everyone a good morning. They are taxiing right now, ladies, gents and teddy bears. F-35As. Flown by the 493rd Fighter Squadron and the 495th Fighter Squadron. Getting louder, Ted. Okay, mate. My name's Nikos, I'm your cameraman and commentator. They're getting louder, which means they're getting closer. Yes, so ladies, gents and teddy bears, I have an announcement to make. I know. Well, to be fair, you know me with my history. If I've got things to say, I will say it. And ladies, gents and teddy bears, I need to rewrite my own history books. I found out where the 48th have been, so to my research led me to find the 48th. Oh yes. Yeah, I found them all the way at 1941, and I'll have a defense case on my hands, but basically don't trust everything on Wikipedia, but I get what the confusion is. So I found out a little bit more about the history, and I kind of feel bad for saying they weren't around during the Second World War, because they were. In fact, they played a major role in the D-Day landings and the invasion of France. Operation Overlord flew over 2,000 sorties, but I think I've nailed what the problem was with misinterpreting it. Right, anyway, so they're not taxiing down the catwalk, they're going to taxi down the Warrior Walk. So we call this part of the taxiway the Warrior Walk. This bit of a taxiway here, and traditionally on the Ted Coningsby channel we call this the catwalk. Changed absolutely for the worst. It started off a lovely morning, and it's just reminding me of where exactly I am. Thanks, Margot. It does, Colin Scrim, absolutely. It does seem a long time since they used runway 24. You're right, we've had a lot of easterly winds. And, yesterday we were at Fairford, and the winds again were back to the westerly sort of fashion. It just shows, you know, getting easterly winds in the UK, you know, is quite rare. Or shall we say, not as common. That's probably the right word. So they are using runway 24, ladies, gents, teddy bears, just to confirm that one. As the sound gets louder. Very good morning, everyone that's tuned in, or of course, good afternoon, good day, and good evening, wherever you're watching from in the world. Welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. We're live here at RAF Lakenheath. It is a United States Air Force in Europe base, a USAFE base. 48 fighter wing. The flying component, which I've been learning about all these groups and wings, but the flying component is the 48th Operations Group. Getting to grips with all of these terms, and of course the 48th is actually part of the 3rd Air Force headquarters out in Ramstein Air Base in Germany, and they too manage Mildenhall, Feltwell, Fairford, Alconbury, Crowton or Crofton, can't remember how to pronounce that, but and of course Ramstein Air Base, 3rd Air Force. They also managed the United States Air Forces in Africa as well. But I've got some very interesting history for you this time. I know, I need to change my description because it's kind of wrong in a way, just the intro. But it's quite exciting, at least it's something new to tell you all. Huge turbo. There we go. Well, very good morning everyone who's tuned in, and good evening, good afternoon and good day. We've got White Wizard, oi oi, Margot Baxter, Mayhem Marshy, Davies, Spannerflight, how you all doing? Members, and also Argan, how you doing? Just scrolling to see, we've got Margot Baxter, oi oi, Spanner Crew, how you doing? Members, Daniel Walker, Colin Scrim, Richard Barnes, Matt Roberts, Colin Patterson, how you doing? Got Paul's High Jinx, how you doing? Danny, wishing you the best for your Thorpe Abbots. Vinny TV Adventures, Jonathan McD, Richard Barnes, Roger, how you doing? There's people loving the F-35, so I do too. Don't forget, ladies, gents, teddy bears, this is a family military aviation channel. Please keep it sweet and neat. Abide by the rules. That's why, because your kids may be at school now, but they might not be later on for a replay, or wherever you're watching from in the world. It could be that school's finished, either term or time. So please be respectful to everyone on the stream. Keep it sweet and neat. Of course, playing our house rules as well. We are in the viewing area, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Please do not touch the fence. Stay away from the fence. Well, you can go near it, but don't touch it. Please use the bins provided or take your litter home. We always recommend to pop it in a bag and then take it home. Please park legally and sensibly within the viewing area and respect each other, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Please don't lean your ladders on the fence as well. It can cause considerable damage. I had a look at I had a chat with the police at Fairford, and they showed me some of the damage. It was pretty bad, really. Very bad, actually. I shouldn't say pretty bad. It was awful, to be honest. The damage is criminal damage, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Let's not let others ruin it for us. If you spot anything like that, we always recommend to contact the base. Do it discreetly. We always push that to do it discreetly. We don't want you getting in a confrontation, please. Be respectful. If you spot anyone trying to fly a drone or use a laser pen and try to aim at, pilots and aircraft, just make sure, if you are going to report it, get some details and just do it discreetly, and they will be more than happy to take your call. If you haven't got the number, there are numbers provided around the viewing area or around the fence perimeters, but if you're struggling, just go online and contact the base. You'll probably want LE desk, perhaps, if you ask the operator, because when you call, it does go to Ramstein Air Base, and they'll connect your call. So yeah, please keep it sweet and neat. We always recommend to put rubbish in a bag and then either put it in the bins provided or take it home with you, because especially when it's windy like this, I do it myself. I'll put a tissue in it, it'll just fly straight back out. It's just for that. FOD is an engine chewer. So what's FOD? Even if you spot something on the runway or nearby that's potentially a hazard to aircraft, please give them a call, let them know. Let's protect our friends here at the 48th Fighting Wing, and they'll be pleased to know that I haven't forgotten about them in the history during World War II now. I'm sure there was a lot on base thinking, oh dear, shaking their heads at me. I know, I've got it now, I've got it, thank you. That's right, David, that's right. Take nothing but photographs, leave nothing but footprints, as they say. Excellent. Absolutely. Steve Smith, good morning to you from the US. How you doing? Oi oi. For my US fans as well as our home here in the UK and everywhere else, to be honest, all my history fans, basically, you were going to love it, but especially those in the US. I've been doing some revision. In fact, I should have gone to sleep last night quite early, but no, stayed up late revising, not for an exam but for a show with over 51,000 subscribers. Don't forget to hit the like and do subscribe and support our channel. Don't forget, if you're making your way tomorrow, please don't get caught out. They're not flying here tomorrow due to Memorial Day. We will be... I'll try and do a live tomorrow. I'll try and do a live. I've got. I'll let you know towards the end. I'll see how it's all going, weather permitting. Gaz Russell, how you doing? Oi oi, Lorenzo Lippi, Daniel Walker, how's it going? Robert Pollard, how you doing? Jeff Hughes, Dave Holloway, how's it going? Very good morning to everyone that's tuned in. Big shout out to 48th Communications. How you doing? Up there, LN Tower, how you doing? Hope you're good. Wishing you a good day. So, 48th Maintenance Squadrons, how you doing as well? And also not forgetting the fighter generation squadrons of both the 493rd and the 495th. Matt Val, how you doing? Oi oi. Christine Barnes, Pauline Gilby, Derek Reed, Clyde Hicks, oi oi, from Cornwall. Nice. Enjoy your holiday, man. Matthew Clark. So if you just tuned in, the F-35s that have taxied, they are using runway 24. They can taxi via crossing the runway or down the catwalk. Very good morning, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Welcome to the show. Ted Coningsby channel live here at RAF Lakenheath. Don't forget to support the channel by hitting the like button and do subscribe to the one and only Ted Coningsby channel. Hope you enjoyed the video yesterday of the B-52 with a little cheeky U2 in the towards the end of the video. The weather was atrocious yesterday. It was emotional, even just for not streaming. It was still bad, man. Scooter B, Chris Morton. Ali Leyland, how you doing? Hope we're all good. More, as you can see, more F-35s taxiing. Lloydie 44 Photos, how you doing? Jenny B, Babs R, good morning, oi oi. Steve Jenkins, Rene de Gouy, Edward Coates, how's it all going? What up? Little Fozzie, how's it going? Oi oi. Getting closer. There we go. Literally millions now. It's like, I don't know how many went over there. Right, we've got some coming down the catwalk as well. It's time to ride, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. Time to ride. Sheds and teddy bears, that was absolutely brilliant. So Tower just asked the pilot, are you looking for a quick climb this morning? And the pilot replied, well, since you asked, I'll take one. Oh, that's just genius. we're gonna do. That was off the hook, man. I don't even know what time it is, but I don't think it's late. Everyone all right out there? Don't forget to hit the like button, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. That was just something else, wasn't it? Come on. That needs a like button. Don't forget, ladies, gents, and teddy bears, to support the channel. Hit the like, smash it up, because YouTube will recommend the stream once we get over 1,000 likes. There's over 1,000 of you watching, so if we all just, well, you're all clear to click the like button or land on it. Make sure you do that. It's not like a Facebook or Instagram post. It does actually have a major impact on our channel, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. It really does. YouTube will end up recommending the stream if we start hitting 1,000 likes, that kind of thing. And of course, once we get recommended, that means more exposure. And more exposure could lead to more viewers, and more viewers, how you doing, could lead to more subscribers, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. Hope we're all good. How we doing? How we're feeling? Wow, after that was absolutely incredible. How we doing? It's a little bit chilly today, shall we say, or cooler. It's not. It's fine. It's bearable. How we doing? My name's Nikos. I'm your cameraman and commentator. This is Oscar. Teddy, you all right there, mate? After the beret recovery there. How we're feeling, how we're doing, hope we're all good, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. Yes, so please hit that like button. It really does make an impact on our channel. It really does. Like I said, it does create more exposure for us. YouTube does like happening chat rooms, and of course the like button as well plays a major part. And we've seen our numbers. They are absolutely through the roof. And once we get recommended, you know, when you see it like up next as well, there are potentially, you know, more fans to discover our channel. And hitting that like button will get YouTube to recommend it, and of course once we get recommended, that's more exposure, and hopefully with that exposure, with those viewers, we could convert them to new subscribers. How we doing? My name's Nikos. I'm your cameraman and commentator, and this is our squadron leader, Ted Coningsby. How we doing? Where's our? Oh, I got the hoodie on today. I do have my Let's Ride t-shirt as well, with the Valkyrie. So I got both squadron colours today. So I hope we're all well. Right, so I've had to do a bit of homework, right? I've had to rewrite the homework, and I do apologise for those that probably were screaming, for those that know the history, and especially the airmen and the crew and personnel and veterans that know about the history of the 48 Fighter Wing. Well, I've had to do a bit of a rejig, so I do apologise for a certain part when I said that the 48th went around during World War II. That is incorrect, and I do apologise. I can only go by, it just shows you the dangers of going online, and it's actually, you know, from Wikipedia. I don't use 100% Wikipedia. I do like to cross-reference stuff, but I found a bit more about the 48th, and what I may have mentioned it before. The 492nd and the 493rd and the 494 fighter squadrons, their legacy were under training units. They weren't quite activated as an operational combat unit at the time, but the problem I found was there was so many named title drops, like tactical and fighter bomb, all this kind of stuff, and then I find that the squadrons went without the actual group itself, and then I found out and totally forgot about the 48th Operations Group is the actual flying component. The wing doesn't just mean the pilots and the flying squadrons. The wing is the actual whole scope. So you got the medical, you got the communications, you got the maintenance. So with that, you know, it's a bit different in the Royal Air Force, because, you know, because there's wings, there's groups here. and so on, and the actual Air Force itself, and then of course you've got the United States Army Air Corps and the Army Air Force, and I got a bit lost with it, to be honest. But so it just goes to show, just make sure, if you, because that's why with lost airfields I have to be really, really careful, you know, because I know people have served there and I don't really want to say the wrong info. So it may be something I need to be. It's the American Werewolf in Lakenheath. F-15s. Right, so yeah, I'm going to talk about that if I may, if I'm alright. I'm going to correct myself. So I'm telling all my thousands of viewers that are probably going to watch this that I was wrong in the scope of where the 48th were. So they did activate in 52, that bit's right, but their legacy goes way before that. But we'll talk about that. So I've got a few more bits and pieces that I'll go into detail. So ladies, gents and teddy bears, and I even found out even more. It's going to be a little bit different, so I'm going to skip a few bits, but you'll listen to this. So when you approach in the viewing area, you'll see a sign that says that this viewing area has been built within medieval earthworks. This bit's correct. The whole vicinity, the whole scope, has Anglo-Saxon history about it, so 5th and 6th century, okay? And what I found out after going to the Mildenhall Museum as well, that we need to go back 1600 years back. All right, we need to go back in time. The whole place was almost like a warrior. There was a connection, a strong connection with military, even in the 5th and 6th centuries, man. That's incredible. So 1500, 1600 years ago, there was almost like an interest in this area. So what I've done is I've taken some notes from my little field trip, right? So what we found in 1959, there was a Lady Biscoe. She was an amateur archaeologist, and she did the very first excavations here, and she found there was a cemeteries here, and then 40 years later in 1997 they discovered with the support of the Suffolk County Council archaeology unit, they were allowed to excavate and for the new dorms that were there was going to be a new dormitory complex at Lakenheath. Now they decided to excavate at the baseball field, and would you believe during that time, because it wasn't far from where Lady Biscoe first did her digs, they thought it's got to be something more. Would you believe at that baseball field and where the dormitories were, because don't forget it was funded to build it, and that included excavations, the archaeology. Are you ready for this? I had to write this down. A total of 269 graves were found. Wow! And of course, one of them was the Lakenheath Warrior. Okay. Now I also found out that the horse, so the Lakenheath Warrior, it's to distinguish other burials. So these are bell barrows. If you research bell barrows, because I was a bit of a Neolithic and Bronze Age geek, I used to love all that stuff and visit in stone circles. Yeah, I was the one with the tape measure and distance between these stones and stone circles. But you'll come across different burial mounds, and in the burial mounds, yes, you will find human remains. But now and again, you'll find one with beads, jewellery, a sword. And this one had a horse and even offerings as well in there with food, because they believed to take food in the afterlife. I guess the ancient Egyptians probably did something like that, but it was done here as well. So they found in those 269 graves, one of them was, they called him the Lakenheath Warrior, and they had his shield as well. You could see him 5'10", during the 5th, 6th century, they can date him to. But yeah, he's in the museum. Go and check it out. It's amazing, that museum. But they found about 4 other remains as well. And spears, beads. They found so many things. And then, thanks to the Mildenhall Museum, I learned, because this was called Lakenheath Warren. What is a warren? Well, they keep rabbits here. They did a lot of game reserve, game keeping, they had rabbit warrens, and so on. But the area as well, so as we move on a few more hundred years, Second World War era, this whole range was actually built as a air weapons range, like a bombing range. But I've got to get my history ready for this bit. Are you ready for this? So that was a bomber. So you'll have biplanes dropping bombs by hand, probably, and then as we go on, about 15 years later, so it's sort of like 1929, just over the road, 5.5 miles away, the backwards crow flies, just over there, they built Mildenhall in the end in 1934. So the proposal started in the late 20s, and then it was finally built. And it was it was one of the largest bomber stations as well. It wasn't the largest, but it was one of them. Now, this is the bit that's quite interesting. Okay, so you've got obviously you expose. You're an airfield. Even today, you're an airfield. Although we have QRA here now, you are exposed to getting attacked by night or day, whichever, by raids and getting blitzed. Your airfield is vulnerable. Let's face it. And especially during World War II. So you've got like anti-aircraft weapon cannons. The Germans had flak, the 88mm, and can be proved quite effective. But there's only so much they can do. It only takes one bomb to hit a runway, and that's the end of it. So what did they do? During World War II, they made decoy airfields, and they built a mock airfield that looked like Mildenhall, and it actually does. Stood here when I'm at RAF Mildenhall in the Nook campsite. It looks very similar, the layout, which is very vast. So they built a decoy airfield to make the German attackers and raids think that this was Mildenhall. So what does that mean? Well, there was two types, I think, a K site and a Q site. A K site for daytime, and K site to act be a nighttime, a Q site for the nighttime decoy. Now what this means is they had a fake runway. Well, they had a runway, but it was fake. They had fake planes. They made them out of plywood and put cloth over them to make them look like real planes. Tower, they had hangars that were fake. Sometimes they would paint or have grass over them. That's why bomb dumps during the Cold War era have grass over them, so it could look like, you know, to the eye, that it just looked like a field, but obviously it wasn't. I've heard stories of cloths. I've heard stories of they also had Operation Starfish, which are controlled explosions to make the Germans think that they had hit their target. These are controlled. There was a man in like a bunker operations room, and can press buttons to turn on the little lights on the runway, which weren't real. And on record, this is what I have found with Lakenheath's records, that it was attacked at least 3 times here, that they must have thought that it was Mildenhall. So the decoy airfield was absolutely spot on, and it obviously was effective. Ted, you happy with that, mate? You like that? So how cool is that? So that's but then of course things heated up. Lots of more airfields came here in 1941. 149 Squadron that were already over Mildenhall. It was decided that it was started to get heated up, so they decided to turn Lakenheath into an operational airfield, as it already had a runway. So the first to actually operate here, because you do need a training unit, was operational training unit. They came all the way from Scotland. Oi, oi, Lossy! From RAF Lossiemouth was a 20 operational training unit, and they came here with their Wellington bombers. So they came here to train. 149 Squadron at Mildenhall with their Sterlings, they too operated here as well. And you also had 199 Squadron as well come over. So you had Wellingtons and Sterlings operating from Lakenheath, and it became its own independent base, because it was classed as a satellite station, but that wasn't until 1943 when it finally became its own independent station, and it was part of number 3 bomb group of the RAF. All right, so of course during 1941 you got Pearl Harbor attacks, so that's when the US Army Air Force and their interest bringing in to help out in the continental threat, because that was a pivotal moment, because in 1941, this is the bit now, so I'm leaving RAF Lakenheath for now, right? But this is why today it's still called RAF Lakenheath, because it was built and is functioned as a Royal Air Force station. Just before I go to the US, right, just gonna bring it up that after the war, it was already thought that Lakenheath would become a heavy bomber station, so they actually closed Lakenheath and started to build runways, or at least convert them for heavy bombers for the B-29s. During that time, by the way, from 1948, it became a US Air Force base, and that was functioning with the Strategic Air Command, 2nd Bombardment Group, and the 307 Bombardment Group, and they were here with their B-29s, right high. So, this is the bit where I need to learn now off by heart, right? Here we go. I've got my little notes here, so please forgive. Right, so the 15th of January 1941, the United States Army Air Corps activated the 48th Bombardment Group Light, and it was at Hunter Field, Savannah, Georgia. Right, now the first squadrons, this is a bit where I got mixed up with. The first squadrons were the 55th, 56th and 57th Bombardment Squadrons Light. Now this is how the 492nd, 493rd and so on started, as these. And there was also a 9th Reconnaissance Squadron. Now there was the United States Army Air Corps were activating, they activated around 54 activations of these groups, and the first, it was called the First Aviation Objective, and they activated them in preparation for World War II. So this is where the turning point happened during the attacks on Pearl Harbor. Now initially the 48th were actually a training unit at first. They were flying aircraft such as, there's so many to list, the A-24, the A-36 and so on. So I just want to say they were around, but called different things, right? You'll get a lot of this. And on the 15th of August 1943 at Key Field, let me just check I got that right. Bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah, I got that. So yeah, August the 15th. There's a lot of 15s I noticed on this when I'm doing my history. Thanks a lot for the news, 51.9k. Now, on the 15th of August 1943 at Key Field, they moved there. They kept moving. It's amazing. Now, they were newly designated as the 48th Fighter Bomb Group, and flying squadrons were redesignated. Now, this is when the birth of the title 492nd Fighter Bomb Squadron, 493rd Fighter Bomb Squadron, 494th Fighter Bomb Squadron, and the 495th Fighter Bomb Squadron. Now, they actually became fully functioning, operational. What they didn't know, all these trainings were going to lead them to being involved in World War II. Every time I have a history, there's always got to be something. Sorry! So 1944, they were flying the P-47 Thunderbolts, and they were taking part in coastal patrol missions. The 21st of March 1944, the men set sail of the 48th Fighter Bomb Group. The squadrons of the 48th left, okay? The 492nd joined them, the 494th, and the 492nd, 493rd, and the 493rd Fighter Bomb Squadrons. They left on board the Queen Mary, but the squadron that didn't make it was the 495th. They inactivated, so we didn't see them for a very long time after that. But I'll do my homework on that just in case. So it was just the 3 squadrons, and they boarded Queen Mary. They finally reached RAF Ibsley, and the 48th were doing rigorous training. They were doing dive bombing, glide bombing, night flying, low-level attacks, smoke laying. The sorties increased for them, but it was all in good favour because what was going to happen. On the 20th of April 44, the first combat mission was a fighter sweep. Apparently it was it wasn't anything fruitful, but that was their first combat mission. 30th of May 1944, there was a title drop. The bomber part was dropped, so then they were actually called fighter squadrons. So they became the 48th Fighter Group, and the squadrons were called 492nd Fighter Squadron, 493rd, 494th Fighter Squadrons, as we know them today, but that changes again. So 6th of June, the 48th, with all they've been trained to do, took part in Operation Overlord, the D-Day landings, and in Normandy, and of course the invasion of France. Now the 48th, this is the bit, so when I said they weren't involved, they were. They dropped bombs over bridges, gun positions, railway lines, important main roads. They provided reconnaissance, factories. They bombed and took part and made sure that they were effective, and they were. In fact, over 2,000 sorties they did, and they were awarded the Distinguished Unit Citation, the DCU. Now, after World War II, and I've said this before, after a world war, sadly, the world's divided. It's split. It left a lot of nations divided. Don't forget, a lot of the governments were fled. They fled for their safety. But the thing is, you've got guerrilla warfare going on. You've got all sorts of things going on. Especially, I can relate to in Greece. It absolutely went crazy. So what the US did, they increased its combat wings. Now, the 48 Fighter Bombardment Wing, on the 10th of July 1952, they moved to Chaumont. And that way, you could just add everything I've said to this in the past. So that's their connection with being in France over there. So there was a base called the Chaumont. The French welcomed them, of course, because of all the way they took part in the invasion of France. During their stay in 1953 to 1956, they were indeed the aerobatics team under the control of the 492nd Fighter Bomb Squadron. So again, the squadrons had the name change. So it was the 48 Fighter Bomb Wing, but the squadrons also took the title Fighter Bomb Squadron. 1954, the mayor, he named them the Statue de la Liberté. This is why Lakenheath is called the Statue of Liberty Wing. It's the only wing with a name. All the other wings have a number, but this one's got a name. How cool is that? That is amazing. And that's because, and of course I didn't know, that the Statue of Liberty was made in France. In fact, in Chaumont-Samortier of Bafaldi's workshop, there's even I think you can still see the mould, and they made a miniature out at Chaumont-Samortier, and of course the Chaumont Air Base. So in 1954, the mayor named them the Statue de la Liberté. So on the 8th of December 57, the 48th inactivated, but then reactivated the following year in July. They reactivated as the 48th Tactical Fighter Wing, and of course they started to fly the F-100 Super Sabres. And for a particular reason, on the 15th of January 1960, again the 15th, they love that number, it pops up a lot, it's quite an easy one for me to remember. They came here at Lakenheath, that's right, with the F-100s, and I've always said about the LN tail code, they had a different system. They had LR, LS and LT. They had a new tail code system there. Tail codes were actually a thing with the Royal Air Force and possibly the Royal Flying Corps, but very useful in combat, or at least if you're going on a raid or a mission and you want to group up with your fellow squadrons. Having a tail code and squadron markings is very effective. So yeah, they had they had the L for the tail code, and then they had a letter, sorry, just one sec. They had a second letter to identify the squadron. So LR was the 492nd, LS was the 493rd, and LT was the 494th. Again, I haven't got any. As far as I know, the 495th didn't come in until the 70s, but I'll explain. So the Phantoms came in 1972. Still no 495th from what I read. So the Phantoms were here from the 1972 to 1977, and then in 1977, that's when the 495th came. They were known as the Thundervarks, and of course the conversion and transition from Phantoms were then converted to the F-111 Aardvarks. All right. But there was another change in the tail code system as well. There was a quick LK. I need to find out why they changed LK. But for about 6 or 7 months, they got rid of the second letter system and just had LK. But then that was scrubbed after a while. So they had the F-111s after that, all the way up until 1991. And during that period, the 48th were the tactical fighter wing at the time, with their tactical fighter squadrons. They took part in El Dorado, Grand Canyon in Libya. They took part in the Gulf War as well. And with that, once you've been in, I think it's because there's a lot of the way they operate, and I think after all that they've learned from those missions and operations, they then dropped the title of tactical, and it just became, once again in 1991, they finally became the 48th Fighter Wing. There you go. I'm glad, and I hope I got that out the way. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that made more sense now where the 48th were. But I also found out a little bit more. I keep forgetting about the 48th Operations Group, which, although is under the 48th Fighter Wing, that the OG, that's why you see the OG on a tail sometimes, that is the flying component of the 48th Fighter Wing. So I'm getting my head round it, I'm getting to learn a bit more, which is kind of cool because it's something different for me to say. So hope you enjoyed that. Apologies for the noise, but every time I try and do a little history lesson, it's always something random. It's gonna get a bit louder in a minute, so let's hope for some F-35s. Yeah, so I'm gonna that's my new homework now, to learn all of that off by heart, man. 41.9k, thank you. 51.9k. So we're just 100 to go for 52k. Thanks everyone for the support. How's the EOR doing? How are they? How's the 48th maintenance? How you doing, y'all? 48th maintenance squadron, how you all doing? Look at them. Oi, oi! Here we go. Oh yes. Yeah, this is going to get loud with the trimming of the grass, but it does need doing, so bear with it. How's it going, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Hope we're all good. Dr. Soda, how's it going? Andy Pugh, how's it going? You too, Dave, have a good one. So yeah, as we mentioned with the history, don't forget the traditional colours of blue being the 492nd Man Hatters, known locally here as the Bowlers, the red being the Panthers, 494th, the yellow being the 493rd. Oh yeah. So yeah, what I didn't mention, totally forgot, but the inactivation of the 495th, we did see them come back in 2021. They came back 30 years after being inactive, and they came back as the Valkyries as we know them today, becoming the first ever F-35A wing of the United States Air Force in Europe. And with the that different tail code system that we mentioned about LT and LR and LS, you can actually see a perfect example of that at Newark Air Museum. You can see an F-100 Super Sabre with the red tail flash, sporting the LT tail code for the 494th Panthers. It is a RAF Lakenheath, ex-RAF Lakenheath aircraft. You can check it out at Newark Air Museum. So yeah, traditionally blue is the colour for the 492nd, but don't always take it as right as rain, because you can get another squadron flying another squadron marking jet, and that's all because if they don't have any jets available, they can just take one. For those wondering about why they're doing all the checks here, it's just the way they run things here at the 48th Maintenance Squadron. That's the way they do it. They're checking for any issues while it taxied from the hangars to here, checking for leaks, cracks or anything like that. It's just a different way of operating. So now today, in today's world, LN is the tail code. Changed from that very brief LK in 1977, just for a few months as well. It's week time. Craig Bruce, welcome to the show. Christine Barnes, Colin Scrim, how's it going? Hank the Huel, Alan Burden, oi oi. JD, thank you for that. Thank you all those that have given us super chats and super stickers and gifted memberships. Lots of it, lots of you. You'll all be getting Guards March shout outs, don't you worry about that, we'll do them. Any questions, feel free to ask if you've got anything related to Lakenheath or the aircraft itself. If I can't answer it, someone will on our chats. Some very experienced members and fans on our channel, whether they're veterans or just enthusiasts or serving, we get them all. It's your much loved military aviation channel, the Ted Coningsby channel, live here at RAF Lakenheath. That's right, the UK's YouTube favourite live streaming for military aviation, that is. Need to keep it that way. Start supporting our channel. Yeah, there's actually quite a few. There's a couple, or at least a few, with green badges. So the colours change depending on length of service if you've been a member. So if you see green, that's 24 months plus. If you see red, that's 6 months plus. If you see blue, that's 12 months plus. Totally done it in a non-numerical order, but you know it is. So it's so the standard sort of like the sand patch colour will be 1 to 5 months. I'll do it right this time. The red patch 6 to 11 months, and then the blue patch 12 to 23 months, and then it turns green after 24 months. Chris Morton, how you doing? Oi oi! Jack Salmons, oi oi. And if you just joined us, don't forget to hit the like button, ladies, gents and teddy bears. Let's get riding, ride high. Of those nozzles there now. F-15 Strike Eagle. What you got? What you got? How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears, Ted Coningsby channel. So we got the 492nd here on the EOR. Haven't heard anything about quick climbs just yet. Not sure if we're getting quick climbs yet. Oh, hello, Sweep. Weep. I love that nozzle sound. Beautiful. Love it. The distinctive F-15 Strike Eagle. Let's ride! Oh, I hear startups. Oh yeah. Here we go. There are startups as well, more F-15s possibly coming out. How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Hope we're all good. Ted Coningsby channel bringing you a quick climb Thursday. We've had, yeah, there you go. That's possibly the 494 fighter squadron. So if we do see their aircraft, we may, just trying to see actually, no, it'd be on the left. No, we won't get to see the nose art. They're 494th, but nevertheless. We hopefully get more quick climbs later on. Not sure how. What's happened? Oh no, were they? Oh no, I missed them. They all walked out, did they? He'll message me. We got Job Demui, upgraded membership to the Ted Coningsby's Posh Officers Club. Hello, Guards March for you. Thank you very much for upgrading. Look at it, loads of nozzles. Catherine Farrell, welcome to the Ted Coningsby Squadron. Thank you very much. High five. Guards March for you. Jonathan McD, gifting a Ted Coningsby membership. Thank you so much. Guards March for you, thank you very much. Babzar gifting a Ted Coningsby membership. High five. Guards March. Margot Baxter, thank you for the super chat for Ted's efforts yesterday in Smoked Salmon Bagel Street. That sounds awesome. Thank you very much. Guards March. Jonathan McD, thank you for the super chat. Hit the like for In Thrust We Trust Thursday. Guards March. Marnie, thank you very much for the super chat for all the lovely people that make up this community. Guards March, thank you so much. Thanks, Marnie. Margot Baxter, thank you for the super chat. Green badge, Ted Coningsby from your spanner flight. Congratulations. Guards March, Margot, for me or for Ted. Jar Jar, thank you very much for the super chat. Guards March. Thank you very much indeed. And JD as well, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Guards March. LC, celebrating an equinox of 9 months, halfway between red and blue. Oi oi, and thanks for the streams, the chats and the channel. Best place to be. Guards March, thank you so much, LC, for celebrating 9 months membership. So, right now, ladies, gents, teddy bears, I can tell you that there are more startups. And we're probably going to get more departures.
Yeah, so far out that way. The worst thing about it is straight when it's like cloud.
Won't be too long now. You can hear them spooling in the background. So the F-15E Strike Eagle, a two-seater, only comes in the E model. Huge stabilizers, 2 of them, to cope with the max speeds of 2.5, Mach 2.5, and of course powered by a Pratt & Whitney F100 229 version, which produces 29,000 pounds of thrust each. Ouch. But you have to give it to that F135 for producing 43,000 pounds of thrust just on that one single engine. That's impressive. However, the legacy of the F-15E Strike Eagle goes for 50 years. On its first flight in 74, went operational in 76. So it's operated by a pilot and of course a WISO. That's a weapons systems operator, nicknamed WISO or WSO. Oh yeah, it makes it a very effective combat aircraft. And one of our fans did ask, can the WISO fly the aircraft? Yes, they can. They can operate it from the back, but wouldn't really be used in combat. Off the top of my head, I would have thought if the pilot's not very well or in a long haul flight, long transit flight. Tim Gooch, oi oi, Mayhem Marshy, Joshua Brown, and Josh Haddock as well. How you doing? Barkhead, oi oi. Silver Trig. The aggressor companies have gone now. That's the Top Aces and Raven Aero or Raven Aviation. Oh, a break in the clouds. Look, a blue sky, just one. We've got one. I say it like that. Look at this. Just one blue sky. Should get some more departures. Busy one today. If you just joined us, welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. How we doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? Oh yeah, nozzles, can you hear them? How we doing? Let's ride! How we doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? Welcome to the show. So yeah, a little bit of extra info that I got for you, and I'll need to change my description. I could do it on all of them, but I think I'll leave it at that. You know, a work in progress, isn't it? So yeah, it was lovely to find out about the 48th's role and how they began in 1941, and yeah. So I will bring that in, and their involvement in the D-Day landings, the invasion of France, been awarded the DUC, which is the Distinguished Unit Citation. Absolutely brilliant, amazing. It's just wonderful history to learn about that and their role. You know, starting off as a training unit and learn. It's great. I'm going to learn a little bit more. I'm going to make sure I get really up to scratch with that. But it's something different now for you to listen out to now. So when I talk about the history, you'll be like, oh, this is new. So yeah, found out more about the excavations as well. It's just incredible. Markhead, how's it going? Hope you're good, man. How we're doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? Welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. We're live here at RAF Lakenheath, and it's It's been home to the US Air Force since 1948. Hence, it still retains the name. So it's not like Lakenheath Air Base or anything like that. And that's because it's still owned by and operated by the, still owned by the Royal Air Force and MOD. We've got over here now. You go. Mildenhall just 5.5 miles away, the backwards crow flies. So is RAF Feltwell as well. Lots of air bases around here, lots of airfields from World War II, and it's all strategic due to the fact that, you know, you want to be close to where the threat is. Thor Babbitt's not far. RAF Methweld, Tuddenham, Bottisham. You know, a lot of these airfields play different roles as well with the US Air Force, and especially the US Army Air Force at the time with the P-51s at Bottisham. So what you get a lot of airfields here that actually, speaking of Bottisham, let's give them a high five, because RAF Bottisham had P-51s, and their role would be to escort bombers that were going out. So if you've got like the B-17s from Fort Babbitt's with the 100th Bomb Group, what you'll get, obviously they are vulnerable. They can take care of themselves in some ways, but they are quite vulnerable because they're not like an agile fighter aircraft, as you know, so to speak. So, you know, against threats of 109s, etc. With them, it was always you'd always have escorting P-51s as well to look after them as a bodyguard, so to speak. So there's a lot of different airfields that play different roles. You know, one for bomber stations, one for, you know, that's why like places such as RAF King's Cliff as well used in that role as well. Problem with King's Cliff, they were a bit worried because it was quite far west, if you look at it, because obviously you got to travel all that way, you got to think about fuel. So they were worried about that, but then, you know, it is what it is. It's that it was used for that, but they got, you know, they found ways to get around it. That's why a lot of the airfields are scoped around mainly the east, because obviously that's where the direct threat would be. And of course they expanded into Suffolk and around the southeast as well, and you'll start to get a lot of airfields down that way, because obviously things like where Plymouth was, if you think about it, they didn't, the reason why they didn't have any sort of like an RAF base around that sort of way at the time, because they thought, well, it will be fine, because obviously everything's coming from France. But then they realized as they got closer to the enemy, then you become closer to them. So thing is, sadly it got blitzed, and they decided to build RAF Harrowbeer not too far away to protect the blitz. In fact, ironically, the rubble and the debris, the rubble from all the concrete buildings were actually used to create the hardened runways, the concrete runways of RAF Harrowby, interestingly. So on that runway there would have been parts of the Blitz of Plymouth. Oh yeah. Oh, we're good. Lots of history involved in our heritage, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Taxi bit. How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? So yeah, plenty of history, and you know, I'm working on Lost Airfields episode. Where am I now? 5? Am I on episode 5 or 6? I've even lost track. If I've done 5. What have we done? We've done King's Cliff, Harrowby, Bullfox Lodge, and I think one more, haven't we? RAF Harrington, that was the one. Yeah, so we've done 4 episodes with crash sites as well. It's time for a TCS salute. Let's have a look. They usually give us a salute. Let's ride. Here we go, more F-15. So what did we get? We got 4 from the bowlers, didn't we? The 492nd. Very different temperature and feel to this morning. It was really nice this morning, actually. But, it went weird. Well, we're not far from 52k now, just 81 to go. Come on, can we do it? That'd be amazing if we did that. Don't forget to subscribe, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. Come on. If you enjoy military aviation, this channel's for you. More bowlers, not panthers. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, good, you? Yeah, good man. Good, enjoying it?
That's right.
Good. Oh, nice, nice.
So, yeah, quite good.
Good. Good times, good times. In Gilby, how you doing? Ian Wright, oi oi. Ange Baker, Jenny B. What's that? Slice like ice, I like that. Don Coe, T-brake sounds brilliant. How you doing, man? All right?
All right.
Yeah, good. Woo. How you doing? Okay, yeah?
Right, yeah, I thought I'd come and have a look.
Good. Enjoy it. It's going to be good.
Yes. I see it on Facebook. I thought I'd come and have a look.
Defo.
Yeah, 'cause I live up near Holbeach now.
Oh, right, cool.
Yeah, so I'm only about 2.5 miles from there.
Nice. Oh, I'll see you there quite a bit then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually there. It's just the weather's been a bit foul lately, so.
Yes.
I know. Yesterday was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, I live in Sutton Bridge.
Yeah, I know there. Cool. Woo! Yeah, got to keep warm today.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's bitter.
I've got your sticker on the back.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. it's
Oh,
on the
nice
back.
one.
That's the one that heard you apart and right on the end.
Okay. Oh, that's wicked. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're alright.
Nice one.
You might have some people look, because I've been right at Wakefield and Doncaster.
Oh, wicked. That's great, man. Thank you for that. That's brilliant. That's what the sticker does.
That helps with that.
It does, mate. It does. It really does. Thank you. Nice to be a nice shot. Right, if I timed that right, here we go. Get ready. Oh, nice with that KFC 135 Strato chucker.
Got anything you want to put on the van and that'll help.
Brilliant, mate. Yeah, it does help. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, it's great, man. Thank you.
If you've got any other stickers you want to shove on there, just shove them on it.
Nice one, man.
Wash mine.
Oh, bless. Thank you.
Because I get right up to Warringfield.
Oh, do you? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I do. I go to Lincoln.
Yeah, it's great advertising. Oh, brilliant.
I mean, Love stuff the Great Yarmouth next week.
Right, okay, nice. That can't be it. Cool. Next week, well, hopefully it's nice weather over there.
Yes, mate.
Oh, yeah. Dee-dee-dee. Right, what we got? What we got? Come on. Nick Ward, happy Thursday, man. Sammy B, how's it going? Marco Baxter, how you doing? Whoop. Here we go. Lots of sweeps. Beautiful sound of those. Oh. To the EOR. we're doing, ladies and gents, steady bears. So F-15's just awaiting here for either, could be a number of reasons. They could be waiting for more F-15E Strike Eagles to go with their flight, or awaiting changes to their flight plan, trying to get authorized, waiting for a specific tanker. Could be any number of reasons. So meanwhile, over at Mildenhall, that looks like a K-46, isn't it? That ain't no KC-135, is it? Cool. Thank you very much. Thanks for the support. That's so good. Time for a tea for that. Celebrate with a cup of tea. They're going that way. How we doing, ladies and gents, teddy bears? Ted Coningsby channel. How you doing? It's looking a bit like Quicklime Thursday, isn't it? So, yeah, Leonardo, how's it going? Leonardo DiCaprio, I know you tuned in somewhere, mate. My man. You know, oh man. Do you know, I apparently the first time I'd done that on what could be found was the 4th of January, apparently. So cheers to that. And for the quick climbs. Oh man. we're doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears. There should be some more F-15s taxiing out very shortly. Don't forget, we've got about 14 F-35s airborne and another 4 F-15E Strike Eagles airborne as well. So plenty to come back here. No, not here today. Yeah. Ooh. How are we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Hope we're all good. So the aircraft that are coming in are using the ILS. Now, just this tower here that you can just see, this red and white tower, that is the part of the ILS, that's Instrument Landing System. And that's part of the aerial of the ILS. Now, there's also called a localizer. Now, the localizer, over here you can actually see it, and once let's show you the localizer. So that gives horizontal guidance. We've always said about the ILS. So this is the localizer of the ILS. Now, Instrument Landing System, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, no problem at all, so I know it's all quite confusing, but ILS, Instrument Landing System, this is all part of it. So that's the localizer. And this is the ILS aerial over here as well. With the tower. Alright. Now, what it does, it's basically a landing aid, and it's very useful in really poor weather, poor visibility, because the pilot, bless them, trying to land, struggling with visibility. How do you land with no visibility? Radio signals. So basically what this will do, there's something called a glide path, alright? Oh. Hang on. And it's an imaginary path, all right? And these are on it. That's why they're coming in exactly the same look. Yep, so this, see, they'll be on a 3-degree glide path, all right? It's the glide path, an imaginary 3 degrees all the way down to the touchdown, all right? So if you go where the touchdown is, 3 degrees. Now what this will do, the localizer will send horizontal signals to the left of the glide slope and glide path and the right. And all the pilot has to do is match those frequencies in the middle. There are 2 different frequencies, one to be on the left side and one to be on the right. So all the pilot has to do is match it in the middle, basically. So if they were coloured like yellow beam of light and a blue beam of light, the pilot's looking for a green light. There you go. So yeah, you've got the ILS, there's the localizer, pinging out horizontal signals to the aircraft, and that's why you could almost draw a straight line all the way down from that imaginary glide path all the way down to the touchdown. That's the ILS, Instrument Landing System, all right? There's the aerial for it, and you've got the localizer just there. And they have to, once they've established it, they're on. And that's what we call a 3-degree glide path. And the glide slope is over there. Most airports have a 3-degree glide path. There are a few that have really steep ones, especially those up, I think in South America, I think it is, or in like the Caribbean island, you know, with really steep, what's going on over here now? With really steep snug runways in the mountains. There we go. Now I believe these are the 494. Big shout out to the 48th Maintenance Squadron of the Panthers. How you doing? Oi, oi! Is that an air breaker? Oh yeah, give me some of that. Give me some markings. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Sorry, I was meant to say the centre line, not the glide path itself, but the actual frequencies are to the left and to the right of the centre line on the ILS. Forgot about that word. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So it's just a quick visual for the pilot to match up those frequencies. I think it's something like 90 and 90 hertz is on the left, and then 150 on the right. Plenty of them coming in using the ILS. Here we go. There's more. Using the ILS. So look, you can see that pretty much draw a straight line where they've all come down using the ILS. It's a very effective system, and this is why it's really important as well that the PAPI lights are on. You see the pilot's constantly looking at the instruments, but the PAPI lights will be able to give the pilot that ability just to look at the runway once they've pretty much got the aircraft right bang on the centre line. PAPI lights are these red lights here, look. They're not red when you're up in the air, they do change colour because they're set to that 3-degree glide path as well. So they actually got special lenses in them, like a bit of glass, bit of mirror, I would have thought. And they're positioned so that the pilot can see them at a 3-degree glide path. And the pilot's looking for 2 white and 2 red. If they're all white, the pilot's too high. They don't actually physically change colour. It actually changes colour depending on the altitude on approach for a pilot to let them know they're either too high or too low when they're coming in for the touchdown. So really important that, because if they're using the ILS, it saves them, once they've established that they're on the centre line, they're pretty much bang on where they need it to be. They can then look straight ahead at the runway and keep looking at the PAPI light and say, yep, got it, 2 white, 2 red, brilliant. If they're all red, you're too low. If you've got 3 red, 1 white, slightly low. If you've got 3 white, 1 red, slightly high, and of course, all white, you're too high. Sweet. Thanks, man. Oh no, they come back. Please. Oh yeah, look at this! Oi oi! Oh, brilliant! Came out. That was cool, man. Thank you for that. Thanks 48 for the 494. Thanks Maintenance Squadron of the 494th. That's just magic. Thank you very much for doing that. Thanks to the pilots of the speed break show there. That was gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, it's been pleasurable day. Oh dear, what an absolute brilliant day. So yeah, ladies, gents and teddy bears, how are we doing? Hope we're all good and enjoying the show. Ted Coningsby channel bringing you quick climbs on a Thursday. So yes, so those are quick climbs, ladies, gents and teddy bears. A little bit different to the performance departures that we see at Coningsby, like literally from breaks to 8 seconds or whatever it is, straight into a 60-degree and then vertical climb. Done a little bit different here with the F-15E Strike Eagle and the F-35A. It's all about getting the speed first, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. With the Typhoon, it's got an astonishing, formidable power to weight ratio, thrust to weight ratio, because the thrusts produced are 20,000 pounds of thrust each. That's 40,000 pounds of thrust, but the aircraft weighs way less than that. So, which is why it can accelerate vertically, which it has no problems in getting up to a flight level very, very quickly indeed. A lot quicker than what a quick climb is, believe it or not. It may look you see, it's the trick of the camera. If you look at it on a TED cam, it's shooting as quick up as it does with a quick climb. So with the quick climb, the point of this is to reach your speeds all the way and clear the whole runway. So you've already got 325 knots, perhaps somewhere like about that sort of thing, and you may see sometimes the afterburners cut out and then come back in, and you'll watch the landing gear, go up. It's to stop it from overspeeding and damaging the gear with all that speed. So it gives the gear a chance to retract, and then obviously they'll clear the runway. Sort of altitude as they're rolling, it's about on rotation. It's about 60 foot to 120 foot. Depends on the pilot as well. All of these factors depend on the pilot, with speed, height, everything. And of course the actual flight level itself, that needs to be cleared by and given out by ATC. They can't just go as high as they want within reason, because obviously there are other aircraft in the skies. But saying that, the aircraft, like I said, will clear the whole runway on a quick climb. So yeah, it's got like speeds of about 325 miles per hour, 350, something like that, and will go into their vertical climb. So G's pulled are about 5 to 6. That's about realistic, and that's from an F-15 pilot that told me the G's. But again, it just depends on the pilot, really. So yeah, there you go. Those are your quick climb Thursdays. So we just had 2 of them weren't quick climbs. They were local climbs, but it's nice to see them because they are quite nice to watch. And yeah, let's see what else we're going to bring for today. Right, I might go and have a quick bite to eat. I believe we've still got the original. I don't think we've seen the F-15s land yet, have we? I don't think we have. But anyway, how are we doing? Well, don't forget to click that like button and do support the channel by hitting the subscribe button, ladies, gents and teddy bears. It means a lot. We are climbing high to 52k very, very quickly. We're not far out, so I'm going to grab a cup of tea. Actually, Ted, do you want to do your guards marches? And then we'll have a cup of tea. Sounds good, doesn't it? The amount of support on this channel is phenomenal. Julie Beard, thank you for the burger, the super chat burger. Thank you very much. I love the super sticker, sorry. And that's Julie Beard, Guards March. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Margot Baxter, high five. Gifted a Ted Coningsby membership. Guards March for you, Margot. Thank you for doing that. Philip Story, thank you very much for the super chat, Guards March. Thank you so much for that. And Margot Baxter with the super chat. For our TCS members having birthdays and anniversaries over the next few days, best wishes. Thank you very much, Margot. Guards March from Margot to those who are having birthdays and anniversaries over the next few days. Matthew Clark, congratulations, member for 8 months. Wow, I actually remembered to check on an anniversary. Best channel, best decision, and only looking forward to more. Thank you very much, so much for that. Thanks a lot, Matthew Clark. Congratulations. Just 4 months to go and your badge turns blue. Speaking of a blue badge next to your name, loyalty badge is Nick Knox, who's a blue badge member and has given us a £10. Thanks a lot for the super chat. Thank you. Bit windy here, Ted, isn't it? Careful that berry. Tris Wood gifting a Ted Coningsby membership. High five. Guards March. Thank you so much. Mr. Chicken, look at this guy. Oh, hey. Watching from Germany, member for 13 months. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And regards to German Army Ted. How are you all doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? Welcome to RAF Lakenheath, home of the 48th Fighter Wing. There he goes. So I'll be right back, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. Be right back. Oh, hi, how you doing? All right? Yeah, good, thanks.
You're doing a grand job.
Sorry?
You're doing a grand job.
Oh, thank you. Time for a cup of tea.
Down the other end earlier.
Okay, did you enjoy it?
We did.
Good.
How's it all doing?
Yeah, brilliant, thank you. Yeah, very well.
I like the history bit around it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was,
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's enriched the history, and I'm just going to put it in. Oh, there you go.
yeah. worries at all.
Yep, there it is now. You're just about to see the landing line now.
Yeah.
How we doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? Hope we're all good. So, clear to land. Here we go.
See him come through.
Right, here we go.
Something missing here.
Two of them.
Yeah, I know.
Two approaching. Two approaching.
Here we go. Yes, there is. Yeah.
Is there a low bump? The fence puts you off, but that makes your eyes square when you're looking for it.
They'll be on, don't you worry about that. Oh, nice.
7 years overall.
Oh, wow. Yeah, one of our characters is a Reggie. RAF, he's the Reggie.
Got your life in that.
Oh, yeah. They're all in here, all the characters. Well, most of them are.
So, that's how my wife.
All the characters. This is. Yeah, that looks like you. Yeah, it's the mush. That's what he says. It's the mush. You have a mush.
This is like chicken.
There you go. See. Oh, brilliant. Oh, this is great. Well, really pleased to meet you, man. So this is Reggie. Reggie has just been speaking to another fellow Reggie. Hey, oh, you all right down there, Reggie? There now. How you doing, Rock? You good there now? My name's Reggie, part of the RAF regiment. That's right. I don't do any of this flying business there now. Protect the ground there now. Yeah. I mean, these pretty little planes, all right, you know, flying around doing anything, but who's going to look after the ground? That's what the regiment do. That's right. You don't have to be a pilot to join the Royal Air Force. If you like to keep your feet on the ground there now, like me, and look after the base, so that these pretty little planes can do all their little, like pretty little fancy stuff up there now, and you can be like me, like the regiment. Right. So I'm just doing me perimeter checks. That's right. But the thing is, though, if I smell chucking, I get distracted. That's right. Behave yourselves out there. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's right there now. You take care there now. Well, I'll be back. And if you spot that red Ted fella, I want a word of him. Yeah, right. Behave yourselves. Yep. It's a true example of what you used to do, I think. That's brilliant. Yeah, we got. Oh.
Read that last comment.
It's to confuse the enemy, apparently. That's what he says. He has difficulties with his accent breaks. Oh, that's brilliant.
Watching live. Hello, wife. How are you?
Oh, brilliant. What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah, you watching there now? Yeah, message from Huey. Hey, oi, you right there now? Get to work there now. Get some work done. I might have to try and find a way to get around that screen and make you work there now. Right, behave yourself there. Oh, brilliant. That's what it's all about. It's all part of the fun, man. All part of good fun. Nice one. Right, little telltale signs of an early one, perhaps, maybe. Fire extinguishers down. Unless they put them down because of the wind, no idea. How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Doncaster Lass, Meth, how's it going? Stu Martin, Stephen Norris, Mark Ridges, how we all doing? Mark Head, how you doing? Hope we're all good. Ann Cox. Oi oi Pirate Ted, Sarah McGowan, how you doing? Margot Baxter, Christine Barnes, Derek Reed, Robert S. How's it all going? Sally Cullum, lots of you getting the Reggies out, love it. He's a funny guy, isn't he? So Guards March is coming up. Blame Techie, thank you very much. Here's Ted. High five. Blame Techie, thank you for gifting a Ted Coningsby membership. Guards March. High five. And Mr. Chicken 3010, thank you very much, Mario. High five and a Guards March. Shout out to German Army Ted. Guards March for you, man. Thank you for that. And Cox, thank you for the super chat. Guards March. Thank you very much. Stephen Norris celebrating 8 months. 52k incoming. Richly deserved. Great fun channel. Thank you very much. Guards March for you. Thank you so much. And we got Jenny B. Can Ted and Reggie wish Felix a get well as he's poorly? Ted, can you call Reggie?
I don't know, I'm just eating me chicken. Alright then, I'm just coming here now. How we doing round there now? Right, Felix, get well soon there now. I wish you get well soon there, Felix. You get well soon there now. That's right there now. Alright, Ted, how you doing round there now? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Reggie being part of the beret recovery team. Where on earth is that from? Shot. How we doing, ladies and gents, teddy bears? So yeah, we've still got a few F-15E Strike Eagles airborne at the moment. So just gonna ride this out. we mentioned about the PAPI lights. There they are. Those lights there. Again, really useful. Again, if you're using ILS as well and you don't want to keep looking at the instruments, once the pilots got themselves on the center line, they can use these instruments here, the PAPI lights. A really good indicator as well if you're new to all this and you want to know which runway's in use. If these are switched on, it can mean two things. Well, one, if they're switched on, this is the runway in use. Secondly, if they're switched off, they're either using the other runway on the other end, so they're coming towards us, or the aerodrome is closed. So you just have to just work that bit out. But with them being on, you know it's runway 24, so they're coming from our left to right. So it's not like Coningsby where they have a runway caravan to that's mobile, so you can actually get an idea of which runway's in use. A little bit different here. Not all aerodromes have them. How we're doing, ladies, gents and teddy bears? Hope we're all good. Reggae Carter, hello to you from Ted Reggae from Lichfield. How's it going? Absolutely, please share. How we doing? We are very close now to 52k. What a week. Just 37 to go. Butcher, how you doing? Hope you're good. Stu Martin, how's it all going? Hope we're all well. Well, here he is on his bike. He's just getting in now with his BM. Ladies, gents and teddy bears, I'll give you one of our stars of the show. Here he is. A lot of you do love him. Here he is. Hey, how you doing? Grand Crew Drew here. How's it all going? Just been doing some work with the 48th Maintenance Squadron. My name's Grand Crew Drew. How's it going? That's right, I'm Grand Crew. Yeah, just it off my bike will be alright down there, won't it? Yeah, all good. Yeah, thanks mate, all good. How's it all going? Yeah, just cycling past and just off to the shop there. Gonna go get myself some couple of brand new tyres. That's right, my BM. That's right, ride a BMX. But tell you what, these these tyre pumps though, they're getting more expensive, innit? Probably due to inflation. Yeah, I'll have to retire those old ones. You know it is. I'm only messing. Hope you're all good, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. But yeah, I like to fix aircraft, you know, because pilots, when they take them out, my goodness me, they come back slits in a dress, you know, coming a right 2 and 8, some of these, but you know it is. I'm all good. That's right, ground crew, you've got to have a bit of a noodle, good set of mince pies so you can see what you're doing. You know, you need to be able to have a ganders at it all, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's right, good set of plates of meat. Look at them, look at my plates of meat. Hardcore they are, harder than an air brake. That's right, good set of jazz bands, and longers and lingers, because you'll be getting right in there. That's right. And yeah, I like looking after aircraft, really do. It's been my passion since I was a nipper. That's right, Phantom, seen it, I was like, right, I want to fix that. Friends thought it was balmy, because they were like, well, don't you want to be a pilot? I'm like, no, because when you need help and need it fixing, who are you going to call? That's right, ground crew, true. That's why I wear hero on me bird's nest. So how you all doing? Hope you're enjoying the show, wherever you're watching from in the world. Whether you're watching it on the wobbly jelly, or your dog and bone, or your lamb chop, don't forget to hit that like button and support us and subscribe. Yeah. It's not too bad. Where's that current bung gone? Do you know, the weather's got a bit emotional, ain't it? Unbelievable. But hope you're all enjoying the show, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. Hope you're all enjoying the show. Yeah, got to go and get me set of new tyres and that. Yeah, be right back.
Guten Tag. It's Jens here from Germany. Ah, you there? I'm looking for Captain Weber. You've not seen him? I need to speak to him. I must speak with him. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Yes, Captain Weber. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. That's right. You must visit Germany sometime. Oh, you've been? Yes, you are Red Ted. Yes, doing any air shows this year, Red Ted? Ah, very good, yeah. Okay, guten Tag, and he's this way. Thank you very much.
I know.
Like Science Street these days.
Oh, g'day. How you doing? A little bit quiet round here. My name's Ozzie. Just passing by. How we doing? Oh, a little bit cold here in the UK. It's normally a bit warmer in the down under. That's right. That's where I'm from. My name's Ozzie from Brisbane.
Hey, all right there now. Right there, Ozzie there now. What you doing round there?
Ah, you know, mate. G'day to you. Hope you're all good. Just passing by.
Oh, that's all right, innit? Oh, I've just been finishing up round there, just doing me checks, and then off to the kebab shop there now. I'm just gonna go get me some kebabs there now.
Oh, that sounds all right. What is it? What sort of kebab are you after?
Oh, I'm gonna get myself some chicken kebab there now. Do you eat chicken over there?
Well, yeah, mate. We pretty much put everything on a barbecue over there.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, that's the sort of thing that I like there now. Just grab it, put it on the old barbecue there now, and you know, just munch away there now. You make me hungry now, Ozzie.
Yeah, mate. Well, how far is it?
Well, it's not too far. It's about, I don't know, a 15-minute walk that way in there now.
Well, how are we going to get there?
Oh, well, I'll sort out a lift for you if you want there now.
Well, that sounds all right. What do you drive?
Oh, what do I drive? I drive a Reggie mobile. Here you go.
No, what you doing, mate? What you doing? Well, those two off there, how's it going? All right. Oh, hello there, love. How you doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can see why you've. Yeah, I can see why you wear horns. I can see that. That's right. It's because you're horn. It's yeah, that's why you wear horns, isn't it? Because you. Yeah. I was going to say. That's why cows normally wear bells, because their horns don't work, innit? I think that's what it is. Yeah, no worries, Lakey. Do you want me to see? Do you want me to see you across the road? Is that what you want? Okay, no worries. Well, one sec. Yeah, I can see ya. Where'd she go? She's gone. She just said, for me, if I could see her across the road. And then she's gone. I said I could see her. Oh, never mind. Right, I'll see you in a bit. How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? You're watching the Ted Coningsby channel. How we doing? We're live here at RAF Lakenheath. Hope we're all good. Hey man, how you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Got
Nice,
got
nice.
the day after work. So.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I
Good
got it.
times, good times. That's all right.
Yeah, got this room a couple weeks ago, so that's something for I'd say.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, 92nd.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, nice. Oh, you're off today, you said.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Yeah, no
That is
problem.
brilliant. That is so cool. That's going on my Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you where. I'll show you. It's not your usual. You're gonna love this. It's brilliant.
pilots and crew chiefs up there. It's pretty
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one of my books in there.
Yep.
You probably see. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that was
saw.
cool. That was from one of the pilots who was set up for a flight.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was well good. Yeah, that was awesome. That. You might want to see that.
Two coming in.
Yeah. Okay, let's get them. Let me catch them. Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Nope, there they are. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you the pic. You might know him. Or know the jet even.
I worked on quite a few of them. So
Yeah, of course.
get the information. They're done.
Here we go.
Need a degree in that. She uses it a lot for work. Brilliant.
That's how you do it. That's how you ride high. We've missed low approaches today. That's our first one of the day. Oh, nice little sweep in the nice sound of the nozzles there in the distance. Got another one. Whoop. Here we go. That Kestrel needs to get out of the way. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's alright. Beautiful low approaches, and I believe it's been cleared to land. It never gets old, does it? Low approaches.
Beautiful low approaches there from the F-15E Strike Eagle. What else we got? Yeah, this is oh, it's 134. Ted for a little fly. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. They took Ted on the little fly. Like.
I'm gonna go get some lunch. Probably come back.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yep.
Good to see you again. Thank you. Here we go. Just going to show you this. Check this out. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. What we got here? I think there was one more. I'm sure there's one more, ladies and steady bears, and I think that could be all. Could be it, I think. Oh no, there's a few with the air brakes, wasn't there? With the decorations there and all. Sure, there was one more. There was another one. Can't see it now. Let me have a look. See it in the distance now, ladies and gents. Little teddy bears. Is that two? Yep, two more.
Oh yeah, ladies, sheds and teddy bears, welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel membership. I'm Nikos, I'm your cameraman and commentator. This is our squadron leader, Ted Coningsby.